guys, Profe Pablo here, Spanish teacher turned Minecraft engineer. Today we are making a very simple to make raid farm. You get so much loot with this raid farm, it's awesome. Again, the mechanics of this farm are really easy. You are going to need lots of blocks, and as you can see down here, you get tons of awesome loot. Stay tuned to the end because in perfect Profe fashion, I mess up a lot, and so there's fixes that I have to make. But before I get going, I have a favor to ask. If you like this channel, be sure and press the like button. And if you want to see more easy, fun, and effective builds, hit the subscribe button. Okay, back to the build. Step 1, come in and kill all of the pillagers. Be sure and have some milk candy. Cool pillager tower, look at this view. Aw, jungle, no way. Oh, we have a straggler. Okay, once you've killed all the pillagers, come up to the top, and on the second block up, place glass panes, filling up this entire middle area with glass panes. Just like that. Now you need to get about 25 blocks away, and after a moment, your pillagers should spawn. If they spawn somewhere down here, what you'll have to do is block those guys in as well. Just kill them, figure out where they spawn, and lay down glass panes. So there's where our pillagers are going to be. You can break all your glass panes now. Okay, I'm totally going to write down the seed and the coordinates for this. Here's your seed. There are your coordinates. This pillager post is amazing. Careful not to break the ones that are surrounding your pillagers. You don't want that. Now that you have these guys trapped in a little bitty cube, break the entire roof. Now, over here on this corner, where your guys are, go ahead and build out to the opposite corner. You can use any kind of block you want so that you get something that looks like this. Now over here we're going to place 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3. I am going to need that block, so I'm going to have to kill these guys. Now before I kill these guys, I want to mark the blocks where they're spawning. So they're spawning right here. Right here, right here, right there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and break the glass, let them have it, and break my glass panes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. I had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, that should be fine. Now I am gonna break these stairs and finish filling in this platform. And make this wall 2 blocks tall because I'm going to be placing water in this corner. Just like that. Okay, as you can see, all the water flows down here. What we are going to do is break these blocks. And this last block, we're going to break but place a button. That way no water falls down here. Okay, we had our 4 blocks marked where our pillager spawns. So we're going to bring this up 1, 2, 3 blocks. And go ahead and make the same spot, the same coordinates where they spawn below. I'm just going to break these. Actually, I need to make sure this is tall enough, so I'm making it 1 more tall. So now our pillager should spawn up here. Jump down here below. This is where our trident killer is going to be. We're going to have to break out this wall, so I'm going to break that. Lay down a piston there. Go 1, 2, turn. 1, place a piston. 1, 2, turn. Place a piston. 1, 2, turn, place a piston. Just like that. See, this is going to get tricky. I'm going to have to replace this wall in a minute. Take an observer, place it into one of the pistons looking at it, and then place another observer looking at that piston, but powering this piston. Do the same thing on this side. And until you go all the way around. Now, we need to make this wall 2 blocks thick, because otherwise some of our mobs might escape, so we're going to make this very thick. There we go. That means that you should be covering up your observers and your pistons. I'm going to reinforce over here as well, and on the inside as well. So the wall goes on top of the pistons and the observers, and also behind it. Okay, you can leave a gap right here. You just want to make sure and block it off a little bit. There we go. Actually, my hole needs to be on a piston. There we go. And take a lever, place it on this piston, turn it off and on. And it starts the trident killer. We'll throw a trident in there in just a little bit. Okay, come down below, and on the blocks that are underneath your pistons, those, I'm actually going to switch those out for other blocks so I remember where they are. You're going to lay down a chest close to those, just right outside of where they are. Then take 4 hoppers, place those in the back of the chest, so that the hoppers are underneath these blocks right here. Now take powered rails because they don't connect. Crouch and place those on top of the hoppers. And take minecarts with hoppers, place them down. And you might want to put temporary blocks there and then place those sideways so they don't move. But we got to open this chest, so I'm going to place glass there and there. Shoot. Glass first, then the hoppers. There we go. I'm going to close those in, and I'll have plenty of storage. If I want more, I can build more down here. I could even make a sorting system down here if I wanted. So now we're back up here. So what we need to do is from this level, so if I build up 1, 2, 3, from this level right here, I need to build up 25 blocks. I need to do that on all sides. It's going to take a while. Okay, once you've done that, wait for a minute and see if you have your pillagers spawn. If not, you might want to build up another couple more blocks. Okay, I actually think my blocks might be too tall, and they're trying to spawn where the water is, and it's not working. So I'm going to lower that. Let me lower it just a little bit. There we go. I just don't want them to get stuck back there. You know, some of our guys are being stubborn and sticking right here, so what we're going to do is take some buttons, place them here, here, and here, and then place water all along that edge and all along this edge so they stop getting stuck. Okay, that was it. So these blocks cannot be tall enough that they could spawn underneath, otherwise they will try and spawn, but the water won't let them. So as you can see, these guys are spawning. They're going to fall down in there. We can go ahead and finish our farm. Choose a corner that's not the corner where the trident killer is or where the platform is where your pillagers spawn, and build up another 25 blocks. Do that here, here, here. We're basically going to be making a tube that leads down to a 2x2 area. So over here, I'm going to build 1, 2. Over here, 1, 2, 3. So I have a 2x2 area leading down to that corner and keep building up my wall. Now I'm going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm above my farm. Doing that over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to connect those two, making a square, and then I'm going to fill in my square except this corner. Now I'm going to build up a wall along the edge, and that wall is going to be 5 blocks high in total all the way around. Before I build that though, I'm going to come over here to this corner, build 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Blocks just like that. I want to test my water, make sure it runs right to the edge right here. So I'm going to take my water, place it here, place it all along this row. Yep, flowed right to the edge. I only need 2 buckets of water because I can place one here, and then skip a block, place one there, grab from the middle because that's infinite now, and then keep going that way. That way you don't have to keep coming up and down. I'm going to continue this until it reaches a minimum of 5 blocks high, and I'm going to cover this top part with leaves. To prevent lightning, what you might want to do is build up a little bit here and lay down your lightning rod. That way lightning strikes there and doesn't destroy your leaves. Now I am in a cold biome, so some of this is turning to ice. To prevent that, I can lay down torches here. Wherever there's a water source, lay down a torch. There we go. Now I'm going to make my way back down to here. I'm going to go ahead and put leaves all along the edge here. And over on this side, I'm going to build myself a little AFK area, just like this. And now for one of the most important parts, I got to get a villager. Now, this should be pretty easy using a water elevator, but you want to bring your villager up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to lay down, kind of making an area where I'm going to put his bed. Now, I do have to make these solid blocks right here for a bed to go on. I'm just kind of making a chamber for him. For the sake of time, I'm just going to spawn one in, but it shouldn't be that hard to get him in here using a water elevator. Now, you have to wait for him to go to sleep. I'm going to make it night, and then you cover up this area right here. Now, don't go right above him, because then he'll wake up and get on top of the leaves, but if you go right here, he will not. See? And he pops up there, and nobody can spawn in there because it's too small. Now, to get up here, you're going to need a ladder of some sorts. Scaffolding works as well, but ladders are fine. Okay, once I've made it here, gosh, I need to kill these guys. I can throw my trident in here. Oops. Turn on my trident killer. And go back up to the top to my AFK spot. Because I have a curse, a raid is going to start. They should spawn up in that top platform and start falling down here, where they will be killed by our trident killer. Once the raids are done, you become the town hero, and we're going to get tons of loot, but guess what? Our pillagers spawn again, and eventually you're going to get a curse again and start a new raid all over. You'll definitely want to create a protected area here so that you don't get hurt by anything while you're AFKing. Once the captain falls in your trap, you're going to get a curse again and the raid instantly starts. Let's go check out our loot. Okay, this was from one raid. We got a bunch of saddles, some cool gear, a totem of undying, and you will get so much more loot, especially if you AFK. I highly suggest building a filter on this thing, or you could just build a trash can down here somewhere and burn all of these crossbows because you won't be needing those. I hope you guys enjoyed this totally OP raid farm. You get so much loot. And as always, thanks for watching.